German luxury cars have a reputation for draining bank accounts, and for a lot of them, that reputation is completely earned. But right now, buried inside the used market, there is a category that most buyers walk right past. These are German luxury vehicles that actually hold together, that mechanics actually understand, that won't financially ruin you the moment the warranty clock runs out. Today we are counting down the 7 most reliable German luxury cars you can buy for under $25,000. Get this wrong, and you will pay for it. Stay with me, and you won't. Number 7. The BMW X3 E83. Clean examples are sitting on the used market right now between $6,000 and $14,000. And here is what nobody tells you about the early X3. When it was new, buyers hated it. Too stiff, too small, too expensive for what it was. But that original criticism is exactly what makes it so compelling today. BMW used either the M54 or N52 inline-six in this generation. 2 of the most celebrated engines they have ever built. No turbocharger, no complicated twin-scroll technology, with a dozen failure points waiting to happen. Just naturally aspirated power, with a timing chain and a simple fuel delivery system. These engines go to 200,000 miles on basic maintenance. One owner with a 2006 model and 220,000 miles put it simply. He said it has never once stranded him. Not once. The weak points are real, but manageable. Window regulators wear out. The cooling system needs fresh hoses and a new expansion tank around 80,000 miles. The front differential fluid should be serviced every 40,000 miles. None of these are catastrophic. Pre-purchase inspection from an independent BMW specialist runs around $150 to $250. Spend that money before you sign anything. Annual ownership costs run around $700 to $900 at a good independent shop. For a German luxury SUV, that number is almost shocking. The X3 E83 is what BMW engineering looks like when the focus is on function rather than marketing. Number 6. The Audi A4. These are sitting between $8,000 and $22,000 right now, and buyers are completely sleeping on this generation. Here is why the B8 specifically matters. Audi addressed many of the problems that plagued the B7 before. The 2-liter TFSI engine in the B8 is a genuinely different animal from its predecessor. More robust bottom end, cleaner engineering throughout. One significant caveat worth knowing up front. Early B8 models from 2009 through 2011 used earlier versions of the EA888 engine, which had documented oil consumption problems tied to piston ring design, serious enough that a class action lawsuit was filed and settled. The updated engines in the facelifted 2013 and later B8.5 models addressed the issue substantially. If oil consumption concerns you, target a 2013 or newer example. Common issues you will see on forums look alarming until you actually understand them. The PCV valve tends to fail around 60 to 80,000 miles. That is a $200 to $300 fix at an independent shop. Carbon buildup on intake valves is real on direct injection engines. A walnut blast, cleaning around 80,000 miles handles it effectively. Budget between $450 and $900 at an independent shop, and move on. The Quattro all-wheel drive system in this generation is virtually bulletproof. The interior of a 2013 A4 still feels genuinely premium today. Real metal trim, tight panel gaps, a cockpit that wraps around the driver. Resale on clean B8 A4 examples is respectable even now. A well-maintained 2013 A4 Premium Plus holds its value in a way that most mainstream sedans at this price simply cannot touch. If you want German luxury that still feels like German luxury in 2026, the B8 A4 delivers it without destroying you financially. Number 5. The Mercedes-Benz C-Class. Prices range from $9,000 to $20,000 right now, and this is one of the most underappreciated used luxury buys in America. Here is why it keeps getting overlooked. The early W204 from 2008 through 2010 had some reliability quirks. Mercedes tightened things up significantly with the 2012 refresh. Post-2011 models are a completely different ownership proposition. The C300, with the 3-liter V6, is the specific configuration to target. That engine has been described by independent Mercedes mechanics as one of the most straightforward power plants the brand has produced in the last 20 years. No turbo, no dual clutch drama, just a smooth, proven V6 behind a solid 7-speed automatic. Owners do flag a few items. Spark plugs need to come out around 60,000 miles before ignition coil problems develop. The balance shaft sprocket on early V6 examples is worth inspecting on high-mileage cars. Sunroof drain tubes clog every few years and need to be cleaned. None of those are catastrophic. All of them are cheap. What owners consistently brag about is everything else. The W204 rides like a much more expensive car. Cabin insulation is exceptional. Seats hold up beautifully at high mileage. Annual maintenance at an independent Mercedes specialist averages $600 to $800 for a 3-pointed star sedan. That number is remarkable. The W204 is the everyday Mercedes that actually makes sense. Number 4, the BMW E93 series. And right here, I need to be very specific with you because this distinction matters enormously. When you are shopping an E90, you need to know exactly which engine is under the hood before you do anything else. The N54 twin-turbocharged inline-six is brilliant. It is also complicated. It is also expensive to maintain. That is not the car we are talking about. We are talking about the N52, naturally aspirated, double vanos, a timing chain instead of a timing belt. This is widely considered one of the most reliable BMW engines ever put into production. Independent mechanics rated in the top 3 engines BMW has made in the last 30 years. A clean 328i with the N52 and the 6-speed automatic can be found between $7,000 and $19,000. At that money, you are getting a vehicle that defines what a driver's car should actually feel like. The steering communicates every surface. The chassis is balanced in a way that modern luxury sedans simply are not. Common service items are minimal and predictable. The DISA valve tends to go around 70,000 miles. That is a $200 fix. The valve cover gasket eventually seeps. Another $300 at an independent shop. Coolant hoses should be refreshed around 100,000 miles. That is the list. The E90 N52 is the BMW that still makes you believe the brand stands for something. And at under $20,000, it is one of the best pure driving experiences you can buy used. Quick pause. If you are getting real value out of this breakdown, hit the like button right now. It takes 1 second and it helps us keep producing content exactly like this. Alright, let's get into the top 3. Number 3, the Audi A6 C6. Here's the move that informed used car buyers are quietly making right now. A fully loaded 2009 Audi A6 3.2 Quattro with every option can be found between $8,000 and $15,000. That same car stickered at around $50,000 new. You are buying a full-size executive sedan with genuine luxury credentials for less than the down payment on a new mid-size crossover. So why is it this cheap? Simple. Brand perception. Buyers see Audi on the badge and assume nightmare repair bills. And for certain generations and engine combinations, they are absolutely right. But the 3.2-liter V6 in the C6 is a different conversation entirely. It is naturally aspirated. It is free from the timing chain and high-pressure fuel pump issues that damaged the reputation of earlier Audi generations. Paired with a ZF 6-speed automatic, this drivetrain combination is genuinely dependable. Quattro components are well understood and well supported by independent Audi specialists everywhere. What are the real concerns? Air suspension on equipped models should be replaced with coilovers before purchase. Budget around $2,000 and do it immediately. The coolant pipe running under the intake manifold is known to develop leaks on higher mileage examples. Get a specialist to inspect it and address it preventatively. Handle those 2 items. And the A6 C6 3.2 becomes one of the most rewarding used luxury sedans on the market. Heated everything, premium audio, a ride quality that embarrasses most new family sedans, and a drivetrain that will go the distance if you maintain it properly. Number 2, the Mercedes-Benz E-Class. And here is the honest truth about why this car is so undervalued right now. The early W211 from 2003 through 2005 had genuine problems. Rear subframe rust, sensotronic brake control failures, electrical gremlins that frustrated owners. Those issues gave the entire W211 generation a reputation that has never fully gone away. But here is what informed buyers understand that most people walking through dealership lots do not. Mercedes addressed several of those problems with the 2006 facelift. The problematic sensotronic brake control system was replaced with a conventional ABS setup. The electrical architecture was improved. The suspension was revised. Post-facelift models are a meaningfully different ownership proposition. That said, buyers of post-facelift cars should be aware of one significant caveat. The 3.5-liter V6, introduced with the facelift, known as the M272, carries a well-documented balance shaft defect. Engines in the earlier production range, generally corresponding to 2006 and early 2007 models, show early wear of the balance shaft gears, requiring repairs that can exceed $4,000 at retail. Mercedes addressed this in production around 2007. The 2008 and 2009 model years are considered largely safe. If you are looking at a 2006 or 2007 facelift model, confirm whether the balance shaft has already been replaced. A clean 2008 or 2009 E350 with a verified engine serial number represents a meaningfully different ownership proposition. Right now, you can find them for as little as around $5,500, with an average sale price near $13,000 when the EM272 is in good health, or on a later, unaffected example. It is a smooth and capable engine. One owner on a dedicated W211 forum described his 2008 E350 with 260,000 miles as having never had a single major mechanical failure, just fluids, filters, and tires. Results like these are achievable, but they depend on buying the right production range and maintaining it diligently. The cabin is timeless, wide, quiet, supremely comfortable on long drives. Rear seat space puts most modern luxury sedans to shame. Annual maintenance at an independent Mercedes specialist runs between $600 and $1,200, and for a well-kept W211, The lower end of that range is realistic. For a full-size executive sedan, that is genuinely reasonable. The W211 is the German luxury car that rewards buyers who do their homework. Number 1. The BMW E46 3 Series. Nobody is surprised, but let me give you the specific numbers that explain exactly why this car sits at the top of this list. The M54 inline-six in the 325i and 330i variants has been called one of the most reliable engines BMW ever installed in a production vehicle. Mechanics who have spent decades working on BMWs will tell you consistently that they see M54 engines at 250,000 miles that start and run like new. The cooling system is the only real vulnerability. Plastic coolant flanges and expansion tanks degrade over time. This is a completely known issue with a completely known fix. Replace the entire cooling system with a quality OEM kit at 100,000 miles. Budget around $600 in parts at an independent shop, plus labor. Do that one service, and the M54 engine becomes essentially indestructible. A clean E46 330i can be found today between $4,000 and $16,000. At the top of that range, you are getting a car with fresh maintenance history, no accident damage, and a driving experience that still feels alive and communicative in 2026. The steering is direct. The chassis talks to you through every corner. The seats hold your body in place in a way that modern luxury cars stopped bothering to do years ago. There are a few additional items to know. Rear subframe mounting points on E46 sedans and coupes can crack under hard driving, though earlier cars are more susceptible. A welded reinforcement repair addresses it permanently. Worth knowing, not a deal breaker. E46 parts are cheap, abundant, and available at any parts store in the country. Every independent shop in America has worked on one. Here is the thing that really separates the E46 from everything else on this list. When was the last time you heard someone genuinely regret buying one? Owner loyalty on E46 forums is unlike almost any other used car community. People are not just satisfied, they are emotional about these cars. Some have owned 3 or 4 of them, some bought one and simply never sold it. The E46 3 Series is the benchmark, the car that still defines what a compact driver's sedan should be. And in 2026, for under $25,000, you can still buy into that legacy. There it is, 7 German luxury cars under $25,000 that will actually go the distance. No rental fleet stigma, no abandoned model lines, no financial disasters hiding behind the badge, waiting to surface at 60,000 miles. Which one surprised you the most? Better yet, are you already driving one of these? Drop it in the comments below. If this breakdown helped you avoid a bad decision or pointed you toward a great one, hit subscribe. We break down the real numbers on vehicles every single week. See you in the next one.